Hello and welcome to all the viewers of cryptoTV, and today we present to you a very special segment of Weekly Wrap, and I am your host Parvati Nirban.
And I am Manoj Dara. And Parvati, let's get started with the top headlines.
Sure. Indian Parliamentary Standing Committee on Finance was invited by Indian crypto players for a 2-day event at Bengaluru to air their grievances and scout for path forward. Unfortunately, their attempt was unsuccessful as the standing committee wanted answers about the long-standing issues of the use of cryptocurrencies for terror funding and money laundering. See, these are the major issues when the crypto comes in picture. So what do you think about this? What are your views on this?
So Parvati, that's what, a broader concern is as far as the government is concerned. Money laundering is the top priority. They want to tap it, and they were actually meeting these industry players in Bengaluru to understand what all can be done as far as the regulations is concerned. That was a view which government wanted from them. But on the contrary, there was a debate as far as taxation is concerned, to which government in fact expressed their views that they are more concerned about the money laundering, and that is something they have to bring in. That only time will tell how regulations are bettered as far as India is concerned.
Yes.
Moving on, the government wants to impose a 20% tax deducted at source or factory gate levy for DeFi transactions where either party residents outside India or has not furnished permanent account number, which is PAN card details, reports had said. The government could also slap an additional 5% equalization levy tax, which is imposed on foreign-owned e-commerce companies serving resident Indians. The move is over and above the flat 30% tax on all cryptocurrency profits, which came into effect from April 1st of this year, causing trading volumes exchanges to decline sharply. A 1% factory gate levy is due July 1st. So Parvati, I will tell you the sequence, how this thing works. So April 1st, there was a 30% tax, जो उसकी शुरुआत एक ब्रॉडर शुरुआत जो शुरू हो गई है, और वहाँ से लेके हमने देखा है कि बहुत सारे एक्सचेंजेस, क्रिप्टोकरेंसी एक्सचेंजेस पर वॉल्यूम्स ड्रॉप हुए हैं. सो इफ़ यू आर ट्रेडिंग इन क्रिप्टोकरेंसीज और वहाँ पे इफ़ यू मेक अ प्रॉफिट देन यू हैव टू पे 30% टैक्सेस इन इंडिया. दैट इज़ द रीज़न वाई यहाँ पर आप एक वॉल्यूम ड्रॉप हुआ है. एंड फ्रॉम जुलाई 1st ऑनवर्ड्स दिस वाज एक्चुअली प्रपोज्ड बाय फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर निर्मला सीतारामन इन द फेब budget which was presented, that tax deducted at source will be levied at 1%. Over and above that, reports are now suggesting that 20% TDS will be levied. Actually, it's a big cause of concern.
Yes.
And we have already been reading reports that, there are a lot of crypto exchanges, a lot of crypto startups, they are moving to Dubai because of this broader concerns of how much taxes they are going to pay in India. So moving on.
I think the tax becomes an issue because the profit that they are generating, and if everything goes in tax, then it becomes a problem, right?
Of course, that happens with everyone.
Yes. So while the Indian government continues to badger the crypto industry to the ground, foreign VCs, these venture capitalists, are very hopeful that India would change its tactics. Right? So they are very hopeful that all these things are going to be changing. The scenario is going to change. So the venture capitalists like Andreessen Horowitz, they can become one of the major investment partner.
So actually, this is actually a big news, at a time when there is a broader concern on inflation, there is a broader concern on the rising interest rate. US has given an example of, there was a hike in interest rates by 50 bips, and which is followed by the world as well. India में भी यहाँ पर आपने देखा था कि repo rate और CRR में increment हुआ था. As far as the ECB is concerned, there is a rise in interest rates as well. So at a time when interest rates are rising, inflation is rising, and these all investments are coming in, which is actually considered to be a genuine investment.
Yes.
It's a very positive sign, but only time will tell that how much investment is coming in via this route.
Yes, because in this case of Andreessen Horowitz, it's already they are willing to put $500 million as an investment for the new startups, but that is actually taken a seat back if such things are going to happen from the India side, right?
All right, billionaire investor Mark Cuban suggested using Dogecoin to differentiate between human and bots, to which Tesla CEO and possible interim CEO of Twitter, Elon Musk, said it's not a bad idea to use Dogecoin to authenticate humans. So, a tech side kya hai? If you can just explain.
Yes, yes. Firstly, I'm very actually hopeful, interested in what Elon Musk does. And this time he has come up with the Dogecoin idea as to differentiate between if the Twitter operator is a real human or not. Because bots are the programs that are actually not human. Like there is a authentication that comes like whether you are a robot or not, and you select the image and you verify. So that he wants to do with the Dogecoin. How will he do it? I think that will be very interesting to see it. Yeah.
The world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, reportedly pledged $500 million to finance Elon Musk's $44 billion Twitter buyout. Sequoia Capital is among other investors, which has committed $150 million, while Oracle's co-founder Larry Ellerson's trust is the biggest investor with a funding of $1 billion. So this is something which we have seen, a buyout, a Twitter buyout, and a race towards who was actually controlling the Twitter that was there from the last 1 month or so, and to which Jinping Zhao, Binance has come forward and pledged or committed rather $500 million towards this buyout, and this is actually a very interesting thing to observe that they are supporting the freedom of speech.
Yes, and there are two categories of people: one who support the freedom of speech and one who actually wants the censored speech. So where it will go, time will say.
Sure, moving on.
Decentralized finance platform Rari Capital and Fay Protocol suffered a $18 million hack last Saturday, 5 months after their merger. The attacker has sent over $15 million worth of ETH to Tornado Cash Mixer and still holds almost $65 million worth of stolen ETH to their wallet. Fay Protocol offered to let the attacker keep $10 million worth of stolen funds as bounty if the remaining funds were returned. So what I think is there are too many hacks happening, especially in 2022. January, there is a $80 million hack happened, then February, then March, and it reached from $80 million to $360 million. So it's a big amount. What do you think? Why is this happening?
So the only point which you have to focus is Tornado Cash Mixer, which is the most important element which was used in the hack as far as conversions of tokens are concerned. So this happened in the Beanstalk protocol, where $180 odd million were siphoned off. What the hacker did was he introduced a protocol and he then instructed to transfer the Beanstalk tokens in his wallet. He then used the Tornado Cash Mixer and converted into Ether, and that was in 10, 15 or 20 odd wallets, and then he deleted all his account.
Okay.
So this is something which you have to understand, that how safe is this Tornado Cash Mixer, and since the hackers are using this frequently to siphon off money, or so maybe for their hacks or something, and I think so regulations and the broader, as far as broader concerning authorities are concerned, they will definitely have a look at this Tornado Cash Mixer.
So actually, adding to that point, one more thing that comes to my head is all these hacks are happening, like Tornado Cash Mixer, which is a protocol where this happened. Besides that, Bridge is also one of the vulnerable rings, and all these hacks are not happening in the blockchain space because it is very safe and secure, but the other protocols or the bridges or the wrap tokens that get stolen generally or from the wallets, right?
Sure. Moving on, Yuga Labs, the company behind the BAYC NFTs, has raised over $320 million in cryptocurrencies by selling tokens that represent land in the virtual world game that is claimed to be developing. In an online sale on April 30th, Yuga Labs sold NFT called Other Deeds, which it said could be exchanged as plots of virtual land in the future Bored Ape themed online environment called Other Side. The craze to be the first to own virtual land was so high that some people paid more gas fees than the value of the virtual land. The demand of the sale was so excessive that it majorly disrupted the Ethereum network, leading to failed transactions. However, Yuga Labs have returned the gas fees to failed other side transactions. Yuga Labs spent roughly around 90.57 Ether, amounting to around $265,000 or roughly 640 refunds. In the wake of its chaotic metaverse land sale, Yuga Labs says it has outgrown Ethereum and added that they need to think about their own chain.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's a big news actually,
Yes.
and this happens. Such big companies, they come forward and show to the world, that is that clients are important, customers are important, and in any business, serving the customer is the top priority, and that's what they have shown.
Yes. But I'm equally curious about buying the land in metaverse, because as far as like people were earlier times only used to buy land in the real world, now in the virtual world we can also buy and sell and make profits, right?
So at a time of rising interest rate, I will take a step back, but that is something which your advisor has to advise you. If you want to buy a land, maybe on a virtual land, or maybe in the metaverse, that is something which is more important.
Yes. So next story, Coinbase NFT, the cryptocurrency exchange newly launched NFT marketplace, is so far failing to attract users. The reason, Coinbase opened its beta non-fungible token marketplace to the public on May 4th with on-chain data showing a maximum of just 150 total transactions on the day and lackluster volume of mere $75,000. More than 8.4 million email addresses signed up for the waitlist before it moved into beta testing on April 20th, with only a select few able to create profiles to buy and sell NFTs. At the moment, the marketplace has only 1,192 total users, a mere 0.014% of the waitlist. So it seems like it is actually facing a lot of troubles, and it is going slow, and it is going to take some time, right?
So actually, it's a bad luck, at a time when broader taxation, tax issue is, is a topic of this country. People are moving out, startups are moving out. It happens with everyone, Parvati. So when a business suffers, losses, it's the only business who is taking care of it. But when they make profit, they have to pay taxes. And if the tax is roughly around 30% and TDS is the environment that is building up, and more levies, your profits have been halved. That is something, they will try to move out and from this country. That's what is happening. But it is unfortunate, these things are happening, the volumes are dropping. NFT, in any case, unke sales jo hai wo drop ho rahe hain. That's what we have seen. YTD, there is a drop in the NFT. There was a buzz that was created on NFTs, but now it is dropping down. So, yeah, it's fizzling out.
Yes. But I still think it's a temporary phase, and it is going to go up eventually. That is my personal opinion.
So market making activities, that is something which you have to observe, how many genuine buyers are there.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Dubai's newly established Virtual Land Regulatory Authority, VARA, has revealed plans to create a virtual headquarters in the digital world by partnering with the Sandbox. In another big metaverse news, Vanirk, a New York-based investment firm with over $82 billion in asset under management, announced its entrance into the metaverse by releasing a collection of 1,000 NFTs. The drop will be classified as commons, rare, and legendary.
Interesting.
So, this is something, new products, new initiative, and new directions will be, adopted by all these big companies, so that there is a direction for others to follow.
Yes. Moving on to next one. Luna Foundation Guard has become the second largest corporate Bitcoin holder, surpassing e-car maker Tesla. LFG recently purchased another $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. The LFG now holds 80,393 coins, whose total value stands at $2.9 billion. Do Kwon, the CEO of Terraform Labs, has stated that his goal is to build up a Bitcoin stash that rivals that of Satoshi Nakamoto, the digital asset pseudonymous creator. Presently, business intelligence firm MicroStrategy remains the leading corporate Bitcoin holder with 129,218 coins that are worth $3.9 billion. So I have a question for you, Manoj. You have attended and covered the Bitcoin Miami event, which happened just last month, and you've also met MicroStrategy owner Michael Saylor. So tell us about your experience, how cryptoTV.
Although it was an off-cam interaction, and to which he had openly. I asked him, what's your opinion on Bitcoin? To which he told that never sell your Bitcoin. So that is something, that's the kind of conviction which the MicroStrategy team management is having, and the conviction Michael Saylor is having on Bitcoin, and the ecosystem is actually evolving, and it's only time will tell. It's only 2 million coins are left. and how effective the mining area is evolving around Bitcoin, and we have to see that how much corporates are making as far as, because the cryptocurrency market is on the downslide.
Yes.
And there are broader concerns on the virtual assets are concerned,
Yes.
maybe in India and outside as well.
Yes, yes.
All right, moving on. Fed seems to have roiled the market this week, with investor doubting central bank's ability to soft land the economy amidst spiraling inflation and fears of recession. Bitcoin was recently seen trading at around $35,700, down over 9% in the past 24 hours. Ether, the second biggest cryptocurrency, was around $2,600, down nearly 9% in the similar time period. Other major altcoins too tumbled by as much or more. Throughout the week, cryptocurrencies mirrored the US stocks in Bitcoin fluctuated between $37,000 to $39,000 levels, failed to hold about $40,000. However, the accentuated selling in Bitcoin was cushioned by renowned buying interest from the Luna Foundation Guard, that is LFG. As we just discussed, LFG purchased of 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. So that is something which is an evolving story, and that has actually given the cryptocurrency market a breathing space, since this humongous kind of buying, which the LFG is taking on.
Yes, yes. So actually, I am very positive, even though the market went down. This week was not perceived as a very great week, but for all the people who are actually looking at investing in Bitcoin or other altcoins as well, or who want to be the holders, I think it's a very positive week, and they should actually eye such weeks where they can actually make investment. What do you say? Right?
Oh, actually, cryptocurrency markets are highly volatile. Please consult your financial advisor before making any investment bet. That's all there is in today's weekly wrap. This is Manoj Dara.
And this is Parvati Nirvan signing off for now. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe cryptoTV on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram, and have a happy weekend.
Thank you.